Hey everyone, welcome to another $1,000 strap search. I've got my $1,000 in singles here and I'm about to show you what I found. But before I do, let's talk about this week's tip. Now, I've been getting a lot of messages from people saying that they've been having problems finding star notes. Well, star notes are actually harder to find than you would think. When you look at your basic note, let's see what we got here. Well, that would be a bad example. Let's see if I got a better example just laying around. Here we go. All right, when you look at your basic note, you've got all the different digits here. The highest this can be is 96 million, okay? So they made 96 million notes. Then they turned the A to a B and did another 96 million. Let's call it 100 million just to make it easy. So A is 100 million, B is 200 million, C is 300 million. By the time you get to J, you're at a billion notes, okay? 1 billion notes at this particular point in the print run. Not every Federal Reserve makes star notes. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. The average print run for star notes, though, is 3.2 million. Now, sometimes you're going to find short runs where they only do 250,000. Sometimes you're going to find longer prints where they'll do 12 million. 12 million. When are they going to use 12 million star notes? Maybe when you're printing a billion regular notes. So realistically, the odds of finding a star are less than 2%. If you find 2 star notes in a strap, that's a lot. To be realistic on it, finding 1 star note per strap for an average would be good, except for the fact that star notes in and of themselves are very easy to spot. So if you're a collector like me, you tend to pull all the star notes, just like every other collector does, which means there aren't very many star notes left in circulation in comparison. So yeah, even though the numbers say you should find between 1 and 2 star notes per strap, that's not necessarily going to be the case. Like I said, they're easy to spot. They're the first notes that people are going to take when people are strap searching, because you don't have to know anything about anything to identify a star note. So I just wanted to throw that out there. If you're having trouble finding star notes, don't panic. If you look through 1 strap, yeah, you might not find one. But when you start going through 1,000 at a time, you will. They're there. They're still out there. And they're still printing them, so you should be running into them eventually. Anyway, that's my $1,000 in singles there. Let's take a look at what I found this week. And this week was pretty good. First note, I found a stripper note. This note is soaked in baby oil. Yes, definitely came from a strip club or a kitchen. Take your pick. But I'm going with strip club note. The next note I found, this was a birthday note. Check this out, 1958. That would either be January 7th or the 1st of July. Somebody wrote on this one 1613, don't know why. But yeah, we can look on this side. We see 1958, the 1st of July or January 7th. And that's pretty beat, but still, it's a note that could be somebody's birthday. I did find some trinaries. This one is 2s, 4s, and 6s. And here I've got 1s, 7s, and 8s. This one is 1s, 3s, and 6s. Here's 1s, 2s, and 4s on this note. And this one is 5s, 7s, and 8s. Pretty rough shape on that one. 1s, 4s, and 8s on this one. And we get to some stars. That's the 2017 star note. I don't usually count, but that's number 1. That's number 2, checking to see if it's a filled star. 3, not a filled star. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, going to 2013, 9, 10, hey, that's 1 per, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 star notes in this pull. Like I said, normally if you find one per, that's a lot. I found 16, so that was pretty good. All right, now for some of my older notes. This particular one's a 2006. Yes, I know I say save notes that are 2001 and older, but this 2006 is actually in decent shape. It's got really good paper quality, doesn't have any writing, doesn't have any marks. Not perfect, but it's pretty good, and it's not a G or an L. I see so many G's and L's. This one's a D. That would be from Cleveland, Ohio. So I'm going to check this one with my book just to see if it's an upgrade. Found here's a 2001. And another 2001. And another 2001. Pretty rough on that one. 1999. Another 1999. And another 99. This one's a little better. 1995. Checking for a web note, but you can see it does have a location there. Remember, web notes don't have a plate location. That would be this D2. There'd be nothing there. And on this side, all you would have is a single plate number, no letter, no FW, no nothing like that. So nope, not a web note. 1995 again, not a web note, pretty rough shape. 1993, also a chance at a web note, but no web note there. 1985, that one's an oldie. That's the oldest one of the group. And then my last two notes, this is a crisp 2017. Check out the serial number, 5585885. So close to a binary. Still a trinary, still a keeper. So close to a binary. One away, in fact. If this was a 5-5, that would make this a binary. And, well, what do you know? I found consecutives. And that gave me the binary right there. 558 58855. 2017 binary found in circulation, found the best way possible with a consecutive number by it, making the trinary as well. So that was cool. I mean, I didn't have a whole bunch of consecutive notes, but I did have the important consecutive notes. So that's what I found this week. What did I bring out? Well, I managed to score another $1 military payment certificate. Military payment certificates, MPCs. This is what we used for currency on military bases. During World War II, we used emergency currency, and then that switched over in 1946 to military payment certificates. And they made these certificates in denominations from 5 cents all the way up to $20, if I recall correctly. Now, with these particular notes, I don't have a whole lot of information on them. I do know that some of them have some extremely cool colors. You can see the purples and pinks on this particular note. Really cool picture of the eagle. That's the same image that would be on the $50, if I recall. So yeah, very cool picture like that. Now, what you're going to notice is, here's the serial number, $1, and then it's got series 481. Series 481. Essentially, you're going to look at that as 48 being 1948, the year, and the 1 would be the first series. So that would be how that would be interpreted. $1 for use only in the United States military establishments by United States authorized personnel in accordance with applicable rules and regulations. That is the 1948 MPC. Now, you're not going to find these in the books, but I do have a gray sheet that still list prices for it. This is an old gray sheet, by the way, August 2020. I should probably score another one, but I haven't been to the shop that I got this one in a while. All right, let's take a peek here. Military payment certificates. There's series 461, 471, 472, and then we go over here, 472 continued. There we go, 481. And mine is the $1, which would make it M835, and then the $1. Now you can see that they duplicate all of these, and there's a small R. Those would be the equivalent of star notes. Let's see. So my $1 note in VG8 is about $5. At a 12, it's a $7.50. At a 20, you're talking about $13.50. And mine's somewhere in between those, between a 12 and a 20, I'm sure. Take a quick peek at this one more time. Yeah, it's between a 12 and a 20 without a doubt. No problem at all, given it that particular grade. A little dirty. Yeah, that's probably a solid 15. Maybe 20 on a good day. But yeah, here we go. Right there. Nope, that's 521. Here we go. There it is. So 5, 750, 1350. Yeah, and if it was one of the replacement notes, a star note, you can see that the $1 star note right here, $70, $150, and so on down the line. The star note you're looking for here would be the 50 center. And when I say star notes, they would not have a star on them. The replacement notes, if I recall correctly, just don't have the second digit. So it would just be D and then the number and then nothing at the end like that. Anyway, that's what I got for you guys this week. 1948 $1 MPC from Series 1948, well, Series 481. If you learned anything new this week, go ahead and hit that like button. If you like what you see and you want to see more, please subscribe. I love reading all your comments. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.